Well, I was just doing a recording and got interrupted by a phone call. I was saying another one that today I haven't been on in a while. I've been working, trying to get my head straight, trying to do things to clear my head and get my head straight, and trying to get the help I need. But I am in a state of depression today. I am deeply in my depression. My depression was caused by feeling alone, um, being rejected. That's what triggered my depression today. Being rejected, feeling alone, feeling I'm the only one in this world, and it's just a trigger of mine that makes me feel like that. And I don't know. I'm just hoping this reaches out to people and people see how the depression works. Like it's not a daily thing. It might not be a daily thing. It could be a daily thing. Um, It might not be a daily thing. It could be somebody going through the depression for days and weeks and months at a time, every day or day. It could be the depression just comes and goes as a trigger. I experienced both. I experienced being depressed every day for weeks, every day for months to come, and I've been depressed every other day. Um, I've been depressed once a week. It just comes when it comes. There's no telling when it's coming. It's like right now I'm looking up at the skies and it looks very very cloudy. So by me looking up at the skies, I can predict it looks like it's gonna rain. You can't predict the depression. The depression has no warning. It just comes when it comes. Um, you're triggered when you're triggered, and when you're triggered, that's when the depression comes. And there's a lot of things that could cause the depression and cause a trigger. Um, right now, like I said, mine is because I'm alone. I feel alone. I feel rejected, and it's not. It's not. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. It's just don't want to do nothing. I got two kids, and I deal with all day. I actually got three kids, but I got two kids that I deal with all day, and I don't want to be bothered, which is bad because I feel like by me not wanting to be bothered with them and me not interacting with them, they're gonna end up being the same way I am. I'm raising them to be depressed, to be lonely, to be alone, to be. That's how I feel, and it's not good. But there's no way that I could stop it. Um, I'm on medication, and I take my medication daily. But at times the medication just don't work, and I don't know. At times the medication just don't work, and I really don't think it's the medication. I think it's it's the strong quality and quantity. It's the quantity of rejections. It's the quantity of feeling left alone. Feeling of being alone. It's the quantity. It says it's a lot of it at one time. Um, it overpowers the medication, and that's how I feel. I feel like the medication works, but it gets overpowered by my triggers. I have triggers that I guess is just that powerful to me that it causes my medication. It kind of reacts my medication. So instead of it, my medication. evening out my levels. It doesn't do that because I guess my triggers are up here, and I'm supposed to be leveled here. The medication will level me out here, but my triggers are up here, so it's unable to be leveled out. I think. I don't know. But right now I just want to be alone, and as you can see, I'm sitting in my car. Don't want to be bothered right now. I got 2 kids upstairs. I don't want to be bothered by them, which is bad because I feel like that is causing me to raise them the same way I've been raised. Feeling alone, feeling unwanted. Growing up as a child, that's what I felt. I always barricaded myself in my room, listening to music. My room was always a pigsty. To me, it was neat because I knew where everything was. So if you ever wanted to find something in my room, you couldn't find it, but I could. Um, but I've always been barricaded in my room, listening to music, and didn't want to be bothered by nobody. Didn't want to do anything. I have 3 siblings. Out of those 3 siblings, I was the black sheep of the family, I guess. Me being barricaded, I felt like I've got the blame for everything that occurred in the household. I got called so many names. I got beaten and abused as a child, physically abused as a child. I got verbally and mentally abused as a child, and something would happen in the household, and I would get the blame for it. I'm barricaded in my room all day, listening to music. How did I do that? I don't know. I don't understand. How could I have went and broke something when I'm barricaded in my room all day, listening to music? I just didn't understand it, and that pushed me into a deeper depression. At that time, I didn't know I was going through a depression, but I was, and I'm actually going through one now, and it's the same thing: feeling alone, feeling rejected. I, I'm thinking, I'm thinking a lot of things. I have no good thoughts in my head right now. No positive thoughts. I'm trying to do positive things like be on YouTube and speaking about my depression so this way I could get it out and I can inform the world on what depression is and how depression works and what depression is about and how people feel with depression and what goes on when a person is depressed, how they feeling at the time that they depressed. This is why I come on here when I am depressed. So this way people can see how a person feels when they are depressed, what a person goes through when they're depressed, what a person experiences when they're depressed. Um, I'm trying to give people the inside look on it. And do something positive. So that's where I'm at, and but I trying to be on a positive level. I am sitting in my car before I jumped on here. I was listening to some Christianity music, gospel, whatever you want to call it, and things like that. Trying to get positive vibes in me, trying to get positive affirmations inside of me, trying to change the way I think. Um, I was once taught change the way you think and you change the way you feel. So I'm trying to change the way I'm thinking, and hopefully that'll change the way I feel. and it doesn't seem to be working right now. But it is what it is, and hopefully I'm able to reach out to people and get people to understand what depression is. Hopefully I get to reach out to people and get people to realize this is what depression is. This is how depression is. This is what one goes through when they hit depression. I'm not saying, I don't ask you guys to subscribe. I don't ask you guys to like my videos or anything like that. If you do that, that's on you. That's okay. I appreciate it. But that's not what I'm on here for. I'm on here to help people out and to make people understand and see what depression is. Depression is real. Depression is real, and it's a lot that goes on with a person that's depressed. Person that's depressed just has a lot of negative thoughts in their heads, and this is why a lot of people commit suicide. I'm not trying to say that that's the level I'm on right now, but depression does lead to a high rate of suicide. I know it's well over 50% of suicides is caused by depression. I think it's something like 70, 80% of it is of suicide is caused by depression. I haven't looked up the statistics in a while, but I know it's well over 50% of suicide is caused by depression. So depression is real. Depression is a real thing. It's not a temporary depression where you lost a family member or you lost a pet, so you're going through this depression that you get over in a few months, a month or so. No, this depression is always going to be there. It's always there. You always got to fight it. Right now, I'm on a level where I'm just tired. Like, my depression is so strong with me right now. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed and sleep all day. I want to sleep the day away. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm tired. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to drive. I just want to sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. That's all I want to do. But I'm probably all over the place right now. I feel like I'm jumping from one thing to another without finishing what I was saying the first time. And I forget what I'm saying. And I'm probably all over the place. That's depression. That's what depression does. I don't know. But I do appreciate you guys. I do appreciate the likes, the subscribes, and things like that you guys have done. I really do appreciate it. I'm hoping you guys could use the word of mouth or use social media as a platform to push my YouTube out there so that this way people do see what depression is from the inside point of view. Because I do this when I am depressed. And when I'm feeling depressed, I reach out to you guys and let you guys know I'm feeling depressed. This is what's going on with me. This is how I'm feeling. This is why. So I don't sit here ask you guys to subscribe. I don't sit here ask you guys for likes. It's not what I'm on here for. I'm out here to try to reach people and let people understand what depression is. And to give people a first-hand look at depression coming from the inside of a person, not just an outside view. The outside view, I explained in my past videos what the signs is of depression, how you can know that somebody is depressed and things like that. But now this is coming from the inside. Like, I'm speaking to you from the inside, how I'm feeling. Right now, I'm in a state of depression. This is how I'm feeling. This is what caused my depression. This is where I stand. This is how I am right now. And I just want to reach out to other people so other people can understand what depression is. Whether you're going through it yourself or whether you're not going through it yourself. Or you might see or know somebody else that's going through it. Maybe you can understand what some of their triggers is. Maybe you could visualize and see how they respond to certain things. And see and know that that's a trigger there. So please, let me not use this as whatever. Okay, when he gets rejected or she gets rejected, they fall into that state of depression. Let's try not to reject them. If it's something that don't have to reject them with. Let's try not to reject them. Okay, they start going through a depression when they see something like this. When they see things like this, they go through a depression. They bring them back to their childhood or something that's to them is hurtful. It brings them back to that. So let's try to avoid having this person see things like this and things like that. And it's, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to push it out there, make people see and understand what depression is. It's not something fun at all. It's not fun at all. It's quite hurtful. It hurts emotionally. It hurts mentally to be in a state of depression. And that's why people that suffer from depression cry a lot. They don't know why they're crying. They just know that they're crying. They hurt. Why they hurt, they don't know. You won't know why you're hurt at first when you first start going through it. You don't know why you're crying. It's a state of depression. It's something that you don't understand. But the more help that you could get, the more you understand your depression, the more you understand what you're going through, the more you could sit there and figure it out. Wow, I'm hurt. Why am I hurt? I'm hurt because of this. So this must be a trigger of mine. I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I feel alone. I'm crying because I feel alone. Nobody's there. That's a trigger of mine. I'm hurt because I just watched a movie about this, or I just saw a commercial about this, and it brought flat. It made me think of my past. It made me think of something that was hurtful to me. That's why I'm hurt. That's why I'm crying. That's why I feel the way I feel. A lot of times, people, right now, I'm in a state where I just feel like going in the corner, sitting in the corner, my knees up, folded up, and head down in my lap, and just that's how I feel. That's where I want to be right now. In a corner, in a dark room corner. I'm already in a dark room with the depression. I just need to find a corner to go in and hide in. I can't do that upstairs. I can't do that because of my children that's up there. So I have to come over here into the car to try to do it, to get away, and to sit there and speak about it and get it off my chest. This is what I gotta go through. I gotta come into the car and do this to get my peace and try to do what I can. Yes, depression is hurtful, very hurtful. And that's why a lot of people cry. That's why a lot of people commit suicide, because they can't take the pain. One is suffering so much and going through so much pain inside that a lot of times they can't take the pain. So they take the easy way out and commit suicide. Me, I try to cover up the pain by changing my personality, making my personality a fun personality. I'm that type of guy where I like to sit there, bug out, have fun, crack jokes, do things. I play around a lot. And I guess from the depression, I play around a little too much to cover up the depression. People do things like that. So if you see a person that you feel plays around a little bit too much or plays around too much and always happy, when you see them, try to keep an eye out on them. They might be suffering depression and trying to cover it up by playing around, trying to have a bubbly personality and things like that. So I've been on here for about 20 minutes already, and I don't know what else to say. I really don't. But I'm gonna get off, and I do appreciate you guys with your likes, your subscriptions, your responses. and your replies. I really do appreciate them. I do read them. I really do read them. So keep it up. Be safe. Be healthy. Keep an eye out for yourself as well as others around you. Please, we need to stop this. I mean, we're not gonna be able to stop it, but at least we can stop the suicide. We need each other in our lives.